Hello, hello. It is now Sunday. I'm sorry I haven't been in the chat real quick. I was taking care of laundry, everybody. Have to make sure there's clean clothes for the morning. So I want to say hi, Miss Joni Cummings, Kareen. Good evening, lovely Liz. We have No Talk Tony in the house. Rhonda is in the house. Sophia, the amazing Miss Red. Thank you so very much. I appreciate you. We have, looks like Miss Workley. I'm probably butchering that. I'm sorry. Jamie Palmer is in the house. Thank you so very much for coming. Just in time. Hey, everyone. Hey, Liz. Never late, I promise. Cinderella, thank you so very much for coming. I appreciate it. Betsy, it is so good to see you. And I'm so proud of your 4.0. Way to go. Okay. And let's see. We have Kimberly, Miss Sunrise Dawn. The Denver Steve-O is in the house. We have Pat O. We have Super Pup. Thank you so very much for coming. I appreciate each and every one of you. Kitty Mom and Salty Beach Girl. I think I made it through everyone. Thank you so very much for coming. I appreciate you more than you guys will ever know. So today I wanted to go over a couple different things. Okay, I know it sounds silly. It's a little, we want to think outside the box. We want to do something a little different. First of all, we're going to start it off with, just explaining, the reason I did this one is primarily because have you ever encountered someone who constantly belittled other people and then they smiled to your face like, oh, I would never say that about you. And then all of a sudden, you and the individual are not friends, and lo and behold, guess what? They're doing that. But it's not only disheartening, it's upsetting. It breaks my heart. But then I've never understood that whole saying, keep your friends close, but your enemies closer. I've never had the idea or concept of enemies. Sharon, welcome. But I've never had that. I literally don't think I have an enemy. I guess my enemy would be more along the lines of people keeping my father from me, people keeping other families torn apart. That's probably been my enemy. Peggy P, welcome. And Michigan is in the house. Goodness, cold. But, I'm also wearing my amazing Goonie shirt. Thank you so very much, whoever sent it to me. Thank you so very much. Peter Anderson, thank you so very much for coming. Again, there's always open questions. Whatever you have a question on, it is totally okay to just be and ask a question. I'm going to be doing the best that I can. The amazing Red is here. My lovely wife is in the back corner. The first thing I do want to, get out in the open, because I think it just needs to be said. Some people have made jokes about people being in bathrooms. Okay. I'm going to be honest with you. My office is in the bathroom and I love it because you know why? I have 2 children. And I have a wife and I have 3 dogs 3 dogs, 3 cats and 1 husky and 2 lizards. So we're doing the best that we can. I'm not ashamed to admit that I'm in the bathroom because 1, it has the best sound. 2, nobody in the house will interrupt me, and that does not bother me. Now, I'm going to say it to you guys because that way, if someone comes out and says, she's in the bathroom. Yes, I am. Because it has the most room. It is the closest to the Wi-Fi router, and we do the best that we can. And you know what? It doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me 1 iota. Oh my God, I would never have guessed that you're in a bathroom. Yes, I am. It is the master bathroom and it is very comfy and it has great acoustics. And you know what? I'm okay with that because this is my little office. It is away from everybody so that I'm not bothering everybody. Or when I'm at work, they're not coming up or saying something like, saying something teenager-ish, buy a microphone, and all of a sudden we're looking at it going, oh my, you just said that on live YouTube. You know, I'm just gonna own it. And who cares? You know, I'm not rolling in dough, everybody. I'm not rolling in it. We don't have the money for another bedroom to be added on to the house. And every bedroom is taken. Salty Beach girl. Um, Such a boss mom move. It's the only place for peace. Yes. Yes, nothing is wrong with that. Absolutely not. Because again, we're doing the best that we can. And yes, Rhonda, it has the best sound quality. Like, who doesn't sing in the shower? I'm telling you, every person here cannot tell me at least one time they have not sang in the shower and been like, you know, and sitting there, what? Amazing Grace. I don't know what song. She said I should have picked a better song, everybody. But it works for me. It works for me. It works for my kids. And it doesn't bother me. It doesn't bother me. And I'm just going to let that be open. Now, a few of you have mentioned, you know, why are you having to admit so much information? I'd rather admit it and own my own flaws. And yes, for me, um, I'm working on my teeth issue, but it's been a very hard thing because I have invested a lot of money into my teeth to try to have some semblance of a smile because that means a lot to me. I brush all the time. I floss all the time. I'm working on my teeth one way or another every single day. So the idea that at my age I've got dentures and there was nothing I could do about it, that sucks. But at the same time, I also want to be upfront and honest so that way someone doesn't weaponize it. Because here's the thing, you know, you can weaponize quite a few things. You know, you can weaponize the love that I have. Our house was built by a tiny guy. Our bathroom is so amazing. A tile guy. Okay, tile guy. Oh, man. I promise everybody I have not been drinking. It's your bathroom studio. That's right. That is right. And don't worry, everybody. I am not going to go to the bathroom during it because that's in a separate room. But I'm saying this is just the master portion of it. And it makes me happy. And it doesn't interfere with my family. Because above all else, my family wants to help me get my dad out. And I don't want to prevent them from living life. So that part is out in the open. And we're just going to let that one lay and sit. You know, who cares? Yeah, that's right, Cinderella. Who cares? That's right. But it's easier if I just get it out in the open so that way nobody can say, oh, she didn't do this. She never told us. Oh, no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter where my office is. It's an office. Who cares? But that's a hard thing to contend with. But anyway, I kept getting stuck on this sentence today, everybody. I got stuck on this, keep your friends close and your enemies closer. I was stuck on that. I went to dinner with a great group of girls today, and we were talking about everything and having this amazing conversation. We had great food. And while I'm sitting there, I'm looking at the other tables, I'm listening to the other conversations, I'm listening to our conversation. And at the same time, I'm like, enemy close, friends close, enemies closer, friends close, enemies closer, friends close, enemies closer. I don't want to keep an enemy closer. And so for that, everybody, I wanted to have a good discussion that it is normal around the holidays for people to come out of the woodworks, people you haven't talked to in a long time, and they're going to try to use you because it's happened to me. And, you know, I don't want to be anybody else. And I would hope someone doesn't want to be me. My childhood sucked. Like there wasn't a piece of humble pie in that. There was my childhood sucked. Let's see. Jamie Palmer, I always seem to notice people using up energy, worrying about things that have nothing to do with them and things that don't concern them at all. It's kind of funny to me that people don't do that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because, and this is what I've talked about it before, and I'm sorry if I'm repeating myself, guys, but it means a lot to me. You know, basically the main situation is a lot of times, have you ever been in like an abusive relationship? Now you don't have to come out and say it. I will say it. I absolutely have been in a very abusive relationship, physically and emotionally. I've been in both. It's been great. Not really. It sucked donkey balls. And yes, I do cuss. I try not to, but you know what? I'm going to be me. If I'm going to do this, I'm going to be me wholeheartedly. And so people think that, Amanda, you're never late. I promise. I promise you're never late. Whatever time you're meant to be here is the time you're meant to be here. But, for me, I've been in an abusive relationship. And for me, it was hard to let go because you kept getting love bombed. And I never knew what love bomb was, everybody. And you guys, a lot of you guys have helped teach me what love bombing is. And so is my wife, because we've had to, Denver, I know, right? Babe? I know we can't be double clicking it. Shame on you for saying donkey balls, right? Um, but and with love bombing, with the first thing they do is when they think, now whether it be male or female, because both sexes do it, both sexes absolutely do it, and they'll sit there and tell you, "Oh, you're amazing. I love you. You would be, I'd be lost without you. Oh, I love you. You're my friend. I would never betray you. I would never do like that person did. Like, I'm going to love you till the end of time." And you would sit there and you would constantly be like, "Oh, okay, maybe this was an accident." And then they do it again. And you're like, "Oh, not an accident if it keeps happening." And then you sit there and after a while you start justifying it. Your friends, your family is sitting there telling you, there's something wrong. There's something wrong with the relationship. We want you to be loved, but there's something wrong. Hold on one second. But it basically means that you'll sit there and justify it till you're blue in the face. How many times has someone said, but he loves me. It's okay. It was an accident. I did something to anger him. How many times? I'm just curious. Now, I don't want you to write it in the chat. That is not about you writing it in the chat. I just want you to think about this. While you're thinking about it, how many times have you justified that person really loved you no matter what they were doing? How many times did you, for the men in the chat, how many times did you have to justify all of the red flags and say, no, those red flags aren't really red. It just looks red, but once you get close to it, it's kind of like a maroon. No, red is red, homie. Red is red. Like, I don't care how close, how far you are. Red is red, and I'm responsible for that. I've done it. I have painted some red flags, like to the point. Oh, I just held it up. Sorry, I just hit the desk. Everybody, my elbow went crazy. Scott, welcome to the chat. Love Maddie. I try not to get too close. No one has to worry I'm a friend or enemy, but maybe Denver Steve-O could melt my cold chrome heart. Maybe. I'm telling you, he's got jokes. Oh, speaking of jokes, everybody, before we go back to the topic, and yes, I am fully aware that the topic is justifying someone else's actions, but look what I got today. Okay. Everybody's got to listen. It's a dad joke box. Like, it spits out dad jokes. Sorry, I had to share that. It was amazing. But we sit there and we justify people's behavior, and we sit there and say, it's okay that I'm the one doing all the dishes and I'm doing all the cleaning. It's okay that I'm the one paying for everything. It's okay that, they're going to love me at the end. Jane, welcome to the chat. Welcome to the chat. Oh, closer to the mic. Did you guys not hear it? Hold on. I can pick another one. So I made them a little house out of cardboard. I guess that makes me their landlord and them my tenants. So hopefully you got that one. It was pretty funny. But so yeah, I got that today and it made my day. But anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, how many times have I justified it? Heck, when I was in the mental facility, and yes, again, everybody, I did check myself into a mental health facility. No, I did not check myself out. I graduated. There's a difference between checking yourself out and graduating. I graduated. I graduated to outpatient. And by graduating to outpatient, what that means is that I could go home, that I was safe to be around people. They weren't concerned with something happening to me. But going through outpatient, I can learn more, I can process more, I can literally do more. But in that time in the facility, because I'm not scared to admit that I was in a facility. I am not trying to practice without a license. What I am telling you is just my experiences and what I've been through. That's it. That's it with a smile. But not it at the end of, the show. But so it basically turned into, I realized how many relationships I had painted pink. How many times inappropriate, welcome. But how many times that it's like I had a can of spray paint, and every time a red flag would go off where they'd be like, I don't like kids. I think they're evil. You're like, oh God, let's just paint over that one. And then you turn around and you're like, oh, but I don't do laundry. Let's just paint right over that one of us being equal partners. Let's see. Sarah, 78, welcome. Hi, all. So happy to catch you live again. It's been a heck of a month. Yes, it has. It absolutely has. I will tell you honestly, there is days where I'm like, I am not painting any more flags a different color. Red is red. And I'm going to sit there, and you know what I'm going to do once I've found out that I'm painting that I have all these red flags around me? I'm going to disconnect, or what they like to call, oh goodness, I forgot the word. It's friend cleanse. That's what the therapist called it. It's a friend cleanse. I'm going to do that on a regular basis, because I hope this helps someone, because realistically, Vicky, living your life for you is more important. That is right. Living my life for my family is more important. Getting my dad out is more important. Now, at any time, if it is said, that I don't want to get him out, sorry guys, want him out. He looks like me. I talked to a gentleman the other day that sounded like my dad, gave me a little bit of a pitter patter. But it kind of sunk my heart a little bit, because he knew my dad very well, and he'd known him for years. And he did not know he had a daughter. Yeah, that's that. But in the very same breath, it's also getting me closer and closer to knowing who he is as a human being. If I can get closer and closer to him, then one day I'm going to get so close that we're going to be able to touch. I don't know which one, or if anybody was Gold dogs for me. Yes, I did a friends cleanse. It was the best thing ever. Absolutely. Aren't they? Aren't they amazing? Because realistically, you're getting rid of anybody that's in your life, anybody at all that is in your life that is not there for the greater good. If this one doesn't, now I'm not saying you have to have friends that are perfect, because good Lord, I am not perfect. I'm not. I'm a little bit on the sailor mouth side. I'm a little bit on, the goofy side. And you know what? I love me some Harry Potter. I love me some Harry Potter. But yes, on Laura's live, I got to watch it. And when it got to the point where she was, that's my dad. That's my dad. So much of me was jealous, because I didn't have a chance to go down there. And it wasn't really that widely known, at least enough time to be able to go down there and do that. But you know what? I think it's phenomenal that she got to see her dad, because one day that will be me. One day I will get to see my dad, and he'll get in my vehicle with me, and we will drive somewhere far away. And if his wife is still with him, then she can come with us. If he wants to stay for her, again, that's his choice, and I'm not going to stop him, but I'm not going to sit and do nothing. I'm not going to sit by idly and do nothing. Okay, but yes, it was an amazing thing. Simone, welcome. It was always nice to see you. Jane, I cried when I saw her plea and cry at him. It broke my heart, made me so happy at the same time. Yeah, it broke my heart, because the idea that he was so close. It was so close you could have spit on him. and he's right there. And she's just screaming with so much passion. It's like she's screaming every "I love you" she wished she could have ever said in a moment. And that is amazing because we didn't get that. We didn't get that. And so she finally got to say, she gets to say it. She got to say it. And you know what? He can't ignore that. You can't ignore when your daughter is screaming, "I love you." You can't ignore that. I promise. Summer Savage, welcome to the chat. Joni Cummings, always good. Always good to see you. And everybody, it is great to be here. So thank you so very much for being here. If you do have questions, if you have concerns, please definitely let me know. I will put this out there. Please don't forget to smash the like. Please don't forget to hit subscribe. I will say this. There is a safe word in my chat. And my chat is a friendly chat, a friend community, but it is not a cult. It is not anything. This is where we can talk about anything and everything. And we're open and honest. But here's the thing. If there's any bullying at all, just bullying, or if you feel that you are in jeopardy, please say the word pineapple. So that way it brings attention so we can come and see what's going on. Because if you don't tell us, we won't know. And you can email me the word pineapple if you need to, but either which way, let me know. So that way, I've been on the other side, everybody. I've been on that side that needs someone to give a shit, someone to reach back out. Okay. All right. Question: is your dad healthy enough to travel? I have no idea. I have no idea. Do I honestly think so after as long as he smoked and his age? I don't think he's healthy enough to travel. But you know what? We'll go as slow as he needs to go. We will go as slow as he needs to go. All right, let me grab some of these starred items. And again, please ask questions. I love questions. Say things. Inappropriate heifer. I'm jeopardizing myself every day. And if you ever feel that you are not okay, or if something can be done, or if you need a friend, please email me. Please email me. It's at thesavebobferris@gmail.com. Please. Because I promise, inappropriate heifer, you mean a lot. It brightens my day when you come into the chat. When every one of you come into the chat, it brightens my day. And I would rather have you brighten my day and see you and smile and have good conversations with you than have to read your eulogy. So please definitely reach out. I promise I'll be there. Joni was watching Reese's live, just got frustrated with everything going on. What seems to be going on? What seems to be frustrating you? Definitely let me know, Joni. And again, this is an open topic. Nobody's going to berate anybody. I promise we're here for a reason. Now let me grab these stars real quick because I know we don't get everybody's questions. I literally try my best, everyone. I'm literally trying the best that I can. Sophia, sometimes messages enhanced are the appropriate way to communicate. Some shit needs to be cussed out. Absolutely. Abso-bloody-lutely. Peggy, your heart is broken and you might be looking for answers. Reasons don't work with the unreasonable. That's right. It doesn't. It does not work, whether it's happening now or whether it happened in the past or whether it happened way in the past. I promise you, it's repeating the same cycle over and over again, expecting a different result. It's just the definition of insanity. Salty Beach Girl, once is an accident, twice is a choice. I keep people at arm's length because I've been burned by people close to me many of times. Me too. I don't think I've burned anyone. I mean, you never know. I have, people, had told me stuff in confidence. And, many, many years ago when I was in my 20s, early 20s, told me stuff in confidence. And when I found out their true colors, I opened it. I opened it up and I told people what that friend of mine was doing. And we're no longer friends. But you know what? Hey, I'm not going to sit there while I know someone's spreading around an STD that can kill somebody. All right. Vicky, if they don't show up, they never will. Absolutely. Show up. Sorry about that. I said the rest in my head. Love Maddie. Good for you. Check yourself into one. Yeah, I desperately needed it. You know, when people want to say, like, if you ever hear the saying like, oh, she had a mental health break. No, I had a full-on mental health blowout. And I'm 1,000 times better. I'm better than I was way before I had my breakdown. Because it took a lot out of me finding out that Scientology wasn't real. I'm not messing with you guys. I'm not doing this for clicks. It was hard for me to realize that I wasn't the only one that went through shit. I wasn't the only one treated that way, because you know what? My motto had always been the same as everybody else's. If I can take it, it's fine. I can take it, it's fine. How many times that we've said I can take it and it got worse? But it basically gets to a point where you're like, I didn't want to be on the earth anymore. I didn't. The idea of me being on the earth one less day was phenomenal. And so I told Carrie, and Carrie took me down to a facility, and I didn't argue with her, didn't put up a fight. Although I did want a cigarette and they wouldn't let me have one. I really wanted some Rockstar, but they wouldn't let me have that either. But it was the best thing that ever happened to me. And that best thing has helped me cope with so many things that have hit me along this way, along this path. And if I can help someone by telling people what I've experienced, what worked for me, if I can help someone, then that is a great day, everybody. And I will take that great day as a win. Jamie, why do pancakes always win? Why do pancakes always win at baseball? They have the best batter. Nice. I'm telling you, this thing. It was the same joke, but it was still worth it. I'm telling you, it was still worth it. Okay. Betsy, question. Do you think they sent him out of there thinking that she would run up on the sidewalk to see him so they could arrest her for going on the sidewalk? It's possible. Or they could have just been doing it to, to be mean and spiteful. Or here's the thing. Her dad may have taken that route because he wanted to see her. He may know the rules. You can't look. You can look, but you can't touch. I'm telling you, he knew the rules. He probably wanted to see her. Okay, Vicky, you will see him because you are manifesting it. Yeah, that is what I am trying to do. I'm trying to do that for everyone missing a family member, whether it's an aunt, an uncle, a cousin, a sister, a brother, everyone missing a family member. If I'm going to come out here and be loud, then I'm going to keep coming. I'm going to keep coming and keep coming and keep coming. And I'm going to keep being there for people. Okay, Jane, I cried when I saw her plea and cry at him. It broke my heart. Yes, it did. Betsy, making boundaries is so important. And boundaries can be hard for me, everybody, because once I feel like I trust you, it's like you're in my bubble. And I don't like putting people into my bubble that don't belong in my bubble. Now, I've been doing that for years. I used to invite everyone, come into my bubble, come into my bubble. Oh, yeah, you come into my bubble. And then before you know it, my bubble is full. And I reached out for a friend and not one person in my bubble came. So I need to be more particular on who I let in my bubble. Okay, Vicky, your love for Bob is inspiring. I hope so. I hope he gets to listen to this. I honestly do. I honestly hope that they say, look what your daughter's doing. She's so out-tech. She's such a squirrel. Oh my God, she's the gay. The gay, everybody. Oh my God, it's the gay making an announcement. How dare I? I'm hoping they show him, because realistically, I would love for him to know how I grew up, what he let happen to me. And at the same time, I want him to know that this is something that he believed in that did this to me. Something that he supported did this to his child. And if he can honestly look at that and still want to stay, that's up to him. But go ahead, show my dad my YouTube. Dad, if you're listening to my YouTube, if you're watching my YouTubes, I'm not going to stop until you call me and tell me to stop. I will stop trying to get you out. And I'm not going to stop trying to get anybody else out, because what happened to us was extremely disgusting. Okay. Oh my God, that just broke my heart, Liz. Okay, hold on one second. Okay, Salty Beach Girl. All you have to do is go through tough times. You find out quickly who's there for you and who is using you. Yeah, and I will tell you, when you find out someone is using you, it sucks more than life itself. I have Christmas around the corner, and all I can think of is that moment. Is times that I've been betrayed, times that I've put myself in that situation, and then I'm like, wait a minute, I'm not a Sea Org member anymore. I'm not a Scientologist anymore. I didn't pull this in. Someone chose to do it. Someone made a conscious effort to do this. And that's what I'm not okay with. Inappropriate heifer, Amanda, you can love bomb me anytime. Yes, within reason. Within reason, inappropriate. We need to make sure that nobody dares hurt you, I promise. Rhonda, you're my kind of human being. You're my kind of human being, I promise. I'm here for you, I promise. And Spicy Queen Bee, the Spicy Queen Bee. Okay, I have missed a few. Have you been able to contact your father yet? I have not. I am still working on it. There are still plans in place. There are still things that are going on that we're doing the best that we can. So we're literally, it's every day, I promise. It's every day. Okay, Joni. It was too many people. She asked if her mods were there. And I was like, yeah, she didn't respond. I don't blame her. It was more overwhelming. I just left. Oh, wow. I'm sorry you got overwhelmed. I'm so sorry you got overwhelmed. Take a breather, take whatever you need to do. I know she has a lot of people in her chats. I don't. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with having conversations with just my friends, just my family, and people that, want to learn what I've been through to get through to the other side. But yeah. Sharon, question. Liz, you were absolutely devastated when your dad's friend didn't even know you had a daughter, or the same time you were not surprised. Hearing that absolutely broke my heart for you. Honestly, it's more heartbreaking. It's like he did tell some people, and that's the hard part. He told quite a few people, but only certain people that were close to him. Everybody else was more like, yeah, let's just work. We don't have to talk about that. And you know what? It wasn't until Carrie pointed this out. He could have been devastated at being forced to disconnect from me. And so when some of these people got into his life, he was scared to even bring up my memory, my image. He could have been too scared to even talk about it, fearing what could happen to him. I never took that as an option, but it's an absolute option. Considering they told me he was dead, who knows what they did to him. Maria, I apologize. Liz, I haven't gotten to watch a lot of your lives or past videos, but sure hope you get to see your dad at some point. Oh, me too. Me too. This was probably mentioned before. How old were you when you last saw him? I was 21 years old. And I will always remember that, because I was 21 years old and he handed me a teddy bear saying happy sweet 16th. And it had some cheap chocolate in it, but the teddy bear was kind of cute. Not really a teddy bear. I'm not really a teddy bear type of person, but I still thought it was a cute thought, even though I couldn't remember how old his daughter was. So we just smile. Summer Savage. We were all telling them to scream for Bob, and they did. That is fantastic. I made it to the part where Laura got to see her dad, and it just devastatedly crushed my heart. I tried to watch a few minutes after that, looking at everybody's face, trying to see if I could see my dad. But unfortunately, it didn't happen. So, but yeah. I'm glad that you stayed here, Liz. I am too, because I do love talking to you guys. I love having conversation with you guys. I love letting you know what's going on. And if I can if I can tell you a little bit about what I've been through to help someone, maybe tell you to get some fuzzy socks and throw them in the air and just have a good time. That's all that matters. If I can help one person, I'm okay. Witness, hugs to you, Liz. I'm happy you made it through. The relief on the other side was a motivator for me. Yep. It is always good on the other side. Jamie Palmer, it's called when a cat, what is it called when a cat gets stuck in a tree? A catastrophe. A catastrophe. Absolutely. Never. I love that my bubble is full. Yeah, because my bubble was. I promise you, like if we met, we were friends and everything. I had all these people in my space that in my bubble that I would go to, I would help, I would do whatever I needed to do for them. Oh, you want to call me up at the last second? You want me to come help you move? You got it. I'm here. I spread myself so thin. I might as well have been that Chinese candy, the passion dragon or dragon something, but it's that dragon that they bend it like 2 times every time until all of a sudden it's at 60,000. That's that I bubbled myself out like that. Inappropriate heifer, Betsy. I think I've heard her voice shouting and I went out on purpose. It's very possible because that right there is very possible. Joni Cummings, you're amazing, or you are awesome. And Joni, you're amazing. You're amazing. Amanda, free Bob Ferris. That would be fantastic. What a new year would that be? Like, who wouldn't like to see my dad live on YouTube? Well, he may not do a live, but he may sit off camera and talk. I mean, who knows? Whatever he wants to do. I'm not going to try to drag him somewhere he doesn't want to be, but I'm sure he has to fill quite a few people in that he's alive. That's the number one. He has to tell a lot of people, hey, guess what? I'm alive. Just kidding on the dead thing. Sorry, family. He's gonna have some making up to do. Hey, from Pub Groomer, nice to see you. It is always good to see you, my lady. Okay, Sophia, it's easier to block out the entire subject of pain to people feeling that they can't get out. Yeah. Because it is like a jail in there, but it's a jail of your own mind. Because a lot of times you're so fearful of what could happen at least inside the Scientology walls. You're so scared of what could happen. The idea that your friends, your family, wouldn't get a chance to talk to you. The idea that, you would never get to see anybody in your life, whether, your close friend, the girl sitting right next to you. Hey, you may never get to talk to them again, or them, or them, or them. You may never have people in your bubble. What's your bubble worth? They scare people to the point where they don't want to do anything or say anything. And then they're scared to leave, even though they want to leave, because they don't want the ramifications. They don't want to be declared. They don't want to lose everything that I just said. Like, it's not fun, guys. It's literally, it's run on fear. It's a prison camp run on fear with a shower occasionally. All right. Yes, big hugs to everyone. Always big hugs, I promise. We are here for a reason. We're here to help everybody. Let's see. Amanda, thanks for the reminder, Salty. I worried about being late. Not too late, never late, I promise. Okay. All right. So I think I got through those questions. So the next thing that it was happening is, ever have a disagreement with someone, whether it's a friend, a family member, someone that it could have been someone you just met, realistically. There's going to be times that someone's going to have to say enough is enough. You either it's that idea of put up or shut up. And then it dawned on me the other day when I was thinking of put up or shut up that, I don't have to put up or shut up. I'm never going to shut up. I'm going to keep going. I'm going to be as loud as possible. keep pushing, and I'm going to be louder and louder and louder, but again, I will follow that up with whether you're being told that you're not good enough, or it's not good, or anything along those lines. As long as I'm being true to myself, that's all that matters. I admitted to you that I am in a bathroom. I admitted to every person on YouTube, I'm in a master bathroom. It has great sound, and it doesn't disturb anyone else in my house. And it's just me in here, and I have a great time. I have a great time admitting what's going on. We have Christmas in 9 days. 8 days. 8 days. Wow, 8 days. It's a scary holiday for people, and but at the same time, we can be here. Oh, 7. Yeah, 7. I mean, a week. Is it really a week from today? A week from today, babe? Hmm? Oh, Christmas Eve is in a week. Okay. Okay. So if Christmas Eve, yeah, well, yeah, that's a part of Christmas, so I should say that. An appropriate heifer. It is actually pretty big. It is bigger than a prison cell. Promise. Promise, because I can back up. Let's see. But let's grab this. I had distanced myself. I had to distance myself from my daughter for 9 months. I didn't cut her off because definitely put up boundaries. And you know what? Here's the healthy part. When it's your family, this is what's hard for me. When I had to set up boundaries for my family, and that means not communicating with some of them at all. Like, just nope. I washed the hands of the crazy. But I had, that's just my family. But then at the same time, it also hurts because they're your family, and the smartest woman I know recently had to cut ties. And I'd never, in that moment, I respected and cherished her so much. I wish that I was as ballsy as her, because there are some times that my mom is not kind. There are some times that my mom is not nice. There is times that I have wished that this would all stop. And she was able to cut ties. Doesn't mean it doesn't hurt her, but at the same time, it made me respect her so much more and wish that I had her bras cojones, because that for me was very amazing that she was able to do that. Yep. Vicky. Oops. I did that, everybody. That was me. Wherever you broadcast is fine with me. I'm here. That's right. That is right. Oh, it is next Monday. Oh goodness, everybody. You got my nerves shooting up. We got Christmas shopping to do. Be merry for life. Welcome to the chat. Never. My philosophy is not all relatives or family just because you share DNA. I had to cut ties with my sister. And you know what? That has to be hard. That has to be hard when you grow up with someone and then you have to cut ties with them. And I grew up with my cousins, and I had to, I completely cut ties with one of them, many, many years ago. And then when we did see each other, it was like, well, you're a Georgia peach and not the pretty kind, but it is what it is. I mean, unfortunately, it hurts. It hurts that when you have to do it, but sometimes you have to do what's best for you. And I'm sorry you had to do it with your sister, but I am 1,000% happy that you chose you. Okay. Amanda, I had to wash my hands as well, but they didn't really care anyways. So what then? If they don't care, it's their loss. If they don't care, it's completely their loss. Okay, my brother, Summer Savage, my brother and I are very careful for each other, and the small dose is not too much. Yep, I couldn't do any doses with my family, to be honest. Okay, Dano Max PSL. What on God's green earth is this? Not really sure what you're referring to. If you can be a little bit more specific. Okay, Jane Doe. It's really sad that my daughter doesn't care or love me. It's all good. That's why I'm going by Jane Doe. And you can absolutely go by Jane Doe. You know, nobody will out anything about you. It's, you know, you have to have a place to feel free, a place to be able to talk, a place to be heard. You know, it's completely, there's nothing wrong with calling yourself Jane Doe. You can call yourself Paula Cooper. You can call yourself the amazing Green Beret. You can call yourself whatever you want. Just don't call yourself late for dinner. Okay. Jamie Palmer, not exactly the same, but my mom passing put more distance between her siblings and my dad and I. It probably doesn't help that we live in different states, but yeah, we don't talk often. Absolutely. You know, and that's hard. Once you cross state lines, then it's like, you know, you're not that close, but then you're not that far, but then you can travel or you can fly, and then who's going to be the one to do it? Who's going to be the one to reach out first? It all becomes that dancing game. Okay, not that, Helen. I have some siblings who ignore my existence for 13 years, but now they found out I'm dying and they want me to let them pretend they care now. I am so sorry that you are not okay. I am sorry that you're having to go through this. If there's any way that I can make you smile or if I can make your day, please email me at Save Bob Ferris. You know, sometimes you just need someone to talk to, someone you just need like an email hug, anything you need, definitely let me know. Okay. Is this the Ron DeSantis chat? Nope. It is not. You might have stumbled into the wrong chat, and that's okay. But good luck in finding Ron DeSantis. Okay. Scott, Summer Savage, my relationship with my brother is like that. We love each other, but we'll never be close. And you know what? That's okay. I have come to realize that it is completely. Hey Betsy, what's going on? Not really sure. If you can let me know what's going on, Betsy, I would appreciate it. That way we can. Oh, okay. So we have an. Okay. So if we can just move on, if it's in regards to that person, just go ahead. Yeah, inappropriate. I definitely got it. I apologize. It's definitely been taken care of. Okay. I had to cut my aunt out on my mother's side because of her actions. Sometimes we've got to do that. Sometimes we literally have to cut people out, and that sucks. I promise you it sucks. It hurts more than you know, and but sometimes it's doing the best thing for us. And if you can do something that is for you, then that's what matters. Okay. Sophia, so sorry about Helen. Hope you've come to terms with it and making the best of it. Absolutely. Okay. Be married for life. My siblings are no longer in contact with me. It's my fault for standing up when confronted with miscellaneous crap from them. I wish them well, but really just people from my hometown. Yep. I get that. Not that, Helen. Thank you, Liz. Everyone, I accepted their crappiness. I accepted their crappiness years ago. It's on them now. That's right. They don't need, I promise. You don't need to do anything to prove anything to them. I promise you don't have to. But you just have to, if you need a friend, if you need a family member, if you need someone to talk to, definitely I'm here. This whole chat can be here. This whole chat can listen and be the wiser. We can sit here and be each other's friends, because sometimes a friend is all we need. Um, okay. Okay. So I just want to say it's not been an hour, everybody. I don't have too much more to go over. If you feel it necessary to cut here, let me go ahead and get this one off for you guys. But definitely boundaries when you go. Yeah, definitely, Amanda. Sometimes Vicky's chosen family is sometimes better. Yes, and please don't forget to smash the like, hit subscribe. I know we've been getting different people in the chats, and for that I am truly, I'm not sorry, because there's nothing I can do in regards to them, but just remember that they're there, they're going to be there, they're going to say something, but don't let them hurt you. Don't let them get to you. I promise. Let's see. Linda finally made it to a live chat. I usually watch these chats later due to different it's time zones. I live in South Africa. It's now Monday morning, 6:06. I love your chats. Keep up the great chats. You know what, Linda? Thank you so very much. I appreciate it. I absolutely appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Betsy, you may be in the bathroom, but you have corners, shelves with lights. That's right. I do. I've decorated it. I've made it sexy. I've made a bathroom sexy. Like, get in my belly. It's a baby. All that good stuff. I made it sexy in here. I even put a little Christmas. It looks like Christmas threw up. I still have my book. Oops. I still have my books. I still have my Yankee stuff. I still have my Pokemon, my Game Over and all that stuff. Yeah. Okay. Get in my bathroom. Yep, because get in my belly. Get in my bathroom. That's right. I tell people to come to my office all the time. Go ahead, come to my office. Get in my bathtub. A bathtub. Let me grab some of these too. Jamie Palmer, what kind of shape may have been knighted? A circle. Okay. Amanda, thanks Liz and Carrie for checking in with us. I will always check in. If you guys need something, please definitely let one of us know. If you're having a problem, if you're ever experiencing a loss, you need a friend, you need to just email someone that is not who you've been talking to, please email say Bob Ferris. I do this for a reason, everybody. I want to help. I didn't have as many people there as I thought were going to be there around me when I had my moment. So I want to do better, and I want to be there for people, that were there for me. Okay, Amanda. Oh my goodness, that's your bathroom? Yes. Okay, we'll just do it this way, everybody. Yeah, honey? Yep. That was the best of it, because I don't want to mess up with the camera, and then all of a sudden I can't move anything. Yeah, it's not sexy. Go Yankees, that's right. Jane Doe, I'm a runner. I just walked away. If you hurt me, you've hurt the last time. And that's how I feel now. That is exactly how I am now. I let, unfortunately I got manipulated in a couple of different situations. And in one situation, I got manipulated really good, like amazingly, like they deserve an Academy Award. But in the very same breath, it's just realized that my bubbles need to get smaller, and I need to do what's right for me. And yeah. All right. Never. Knock, knock. Who's there? You're the lady. You're the lady. You're the lady. You're the lady. Sorry, had to. Made me think of that. Pup Groomer 20. I'm always here for all of you. I may not always know what to say, but I've got broad shoulders and they are strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Because sometimes you just need to be someone's friend. Just need to be someone's friend. I didn't know you can yodel. Yes, I know how to yodel. Okay, Jamie. What was Marco's favorite clothing store? Polo. That is awesome. Knock, knock. It's your real friend and family. Friends and family. Thank you so very much. I appreciate it, everybody. Please don't forget to smash the like, hit subscribe. It definitely helps. I will be racing you guys till the comment section as soon as we are done. Please remember to be kind to everybody in the comments, because remember, we're all human. We all bleed the exact same color. If you can do something nice for someone today, if you can make just one person smile, remember, you had a good day. Other than that, I love you all. Have a good night, and I will see you in the comments.